Most people think cats are mysterious creatures that keep their thoughts to themselves. But the truth is, cats are constantly communicating with us. They just don't do it with words. If cats could talk, they'd probably have a lot to say, mostly about how they're the true rulers of the household and how we're just their loyal servants. But since they haven't figured out human language yet, the only way to understand them is by decoding their body signs. And no, this isn't just about avoiding surprise claw attacks. Understanding your cat's body signs can help you strengthen your bond and recognize when they feel playful, anxious, or secretly plotting something. So, if you've ever caught your cat staring at you like they're judging your entire existence and thought, "What's going on in that furry little head?" You're in the right place. Here's how to read your cat's body language like a pro. Signs of a happy and relaxed cat. A happy cat is a sight to behold. They are calm, confident, and probably plotting world domination in the most relaxed way possible. When a cat feels safe and content, their body language is open, their movements are fluid, and they carry themselves with the effortless grace of an animal that knows they rule the household. One of the biggest giveaways of a relaxed and happy cat is the slow blink. If your cat looks at you, half closes their eyes, and blinks at a leisurely pace, congratulations, because you've just been given the feline equivalent of an "I love you." Another clear sign of a happy and relaxed cat is the upright tail with a slight curl at the tip. This is your cat's way of saying, "Hey, I'm happy to see you." It's a confident, friendly greeting that shows they feel good in their environment. And if that tail is vibrating slightly, that's even better because it shows that your cat is a little extra excited. Of course, no list of happy cat behaviors is complete without purring and kneading. The rhythmic paw pressing, sometimes on a blanket, sometimes on you, is a habit carried over from kittenhood, and it means they're feeling safe and satisfied. It's as if they're kneading out pure happiness. And if your cat starts rubbing their head or cheeks against you, don't brush it off. Head bumping and rubbing is their way of marking you with their scent, a not-so-subtle claim that says, "This human is mine." And in the feline world, that's a big deal. Signs of an aggressive or irritated cat. Trust me, you don't want to push an irritated cat. When a cat is feeling territorial or defensive, their body stiffens, their tail flicks sharply, and their eyes lock onto their target like a trained warrior. You see, unlike cats' playful energy, which is loose and bouncy, their aggression is tense and controlled. Some cats attack instantly, while others give clear warning signs before striking. Recognizing these early signals can save you from an unexpected scratch session. An arched back with bristled fur is the classic intimidation pose, making the cat look bigger and more threatening. Also, when your cat's ears flatten against their head, they're irritated, uncomfortable, or seconds away from lashing out. A lashing or thumping tail isn't friendly. It's a warning. If the movements are fast and sharp, your cat is on edge. And when you pair that with a direct, unblinking stare, you've got yourself a standoff. In the feline world, prolonged eye contact isn't friendly. It's a challenge. And then there's growling or hissing. At this point, your cat isn't asking nicely. They're telling you straight up, "Back off before I make you regret it." When your cat reaches this level of irritation, give them space. Pushing an already aggressive cat can escalate things quickly. And you really don't want that. Signs of a stressed or anxious cat. Stress in cats can be subtle, but once you know what to look for, it's easier to spot. An anxious cat moves differently. Their body is tense, their ears flick rapidly, and their reactions are naturally sharp. They may hesitate before moving, flinch at sudden noises, or disappear to a hiding spot at the slightest disturbance. Unlike short-term irritation, chronic stress can lead to bigger issues like appetite loss or even urinary problems. That's why spotting the signs early and creating a calm, predictable environment is crucial. Also, a crouched posture with a tucked tail is a clear sign your cat feels overwhelmed. This defensive posture signals insecurity, as if they're bracing for something they can't control. And if their ears flick rapidly, then it means your cat is on the edge. They are hyper-aware of every sound and movement around them. However, one of the most common yet often overlooked signs of stress is excessive grooming. Over-grooming in cats is when they lick, bite, or chew their fur excessively, often leading to hair loss, skin irritation, or even bald patches. You see, cats naturally self-soothe by licking. But when it turns into over-grooming, sometimes to the point of bald patches, then that is a red flag. Similarly, dilated pupils without signs of playfulness mean your cat is in high alert mode, ready to react out of fear rather than excitement. And then there's hiding. If your cat suddenly starts disappearing for long stretches, avoiding interaction, or retreating under furniture more than usual, they may be feeling anxious or unsettled. I mean, yes, some alone time is normal, but constant avoidance is a sign that something's off. Signs of a fearful or terrified cat. Fear in cats is all about survival. When cats feel truly threatened, their body doesn't just react. It prepares for fight, flight, or freeze. Unlike a stressed cat, which may still be functional, a terrified cat will either shut down completely or lash out in self-defense. A cat that flattens its ears and pulls its whiskers back is trying to make itself as small as possible, signaling submission or extreme discomfort. And if their fur and tail suddenly puff up, they're trying to appear larger and more threatening. However, a truly frightened cat will also back into a corner, their body low to the ground, scanning for an escape route. If they feel trapped, they may go from avoidance to full-on defensive mode. In extreme cases, fear can cause trembling or complete freezing, where the cat becomes momentarily paralyzed, unable to react at all. And finally, we have the sudden bolt. A terrified cat won't hesitate to run at full speed the moment they see an opening. Their goal? Find the safest hiding spot possible. If this happens, forcing them out will only make things worse. So, instead, give them time to calm down on their own. Cats don't need words to communicate. Their body language says it all, and learning to read these signs will help you build a stronger, more trusting bond with your cat. But body language isn't the only way cats express themselves. Sometimes, they'll go out of their way to get your attention, whether you realize it or not. Want to know the top signs your cat is trying to tell you something? Click on the video on your screen now.